Hey guys, this is a walk around the all-new Toyota HIACE. Sorry for the background noise, reason being because this dealership is quite busy today, so I do apologize. Anyhow, towards the front you got some halogen headlights, as you can see. Looks quite nice. You have a redesigned front fascia. You can see like you've got this sort of nice grey sort of trim on the grille there. All nice detail. Looks kind of like a metallic silver. It's a bit hard to see on the camera. This is the base model, so you do have some covers on the sides there, which I would imagine the LED daytime running lights would go. Got parking sensors integrated into the front bumper. It's just a little bit hard to see. The new HIACE is built in Japan, in case you're wondering. If you're wondering why these signs are here for, it's because this is actually a re-upload, because many times I was interrupted halfway through the video, so this is just to prevent people from coming while I film this, so hope that works. Anyway. The fuel consumption of this van is 7.5 litres per 100 k's. It's also a 2.8 litre diesel, manual transmission, and this version is the long wheelbase version, so it's a lot bigger. 1.1 urban, extra urban 6.6. The colour is called, I think, vanilla white. I might just double check that very soon. Wheels. So these are steel wheels with plastic hubcaps. Show you some proof. Plastic hubcaps, and you've got the steelies over here. The tyres are Bridgestone tyres. Bridgestone Dura Arvis R6608 tyres. They are 16-inch wheels, and they are made in Japan. You can see the tread on the rubber is quite soft. It's quite thick sidewall, so it's actually good for comfort and obviously in case you scrape your wheels, so it's quite good. Being a van, obviously it's got a track, so it's manually operated. Locks in place as well. Show you the inside. So you got a little side step here as well. Makes it easy to get in and out. Stand over here to give you sort of a different sort of angle. You also have this sort of textured plastic over here as well, which is really great for getting in and out of the vehicle. Also gives you more grip for people who are doing the trade, and if you've got boots and they're muddy, it's a good way to get some grip. Also you have ones that open inside as well, open from the inside as well, and they also lock in place. Same similar fashion, you can see you've got this same sort of plastics here. You've got a jack and tool kit so you can change your spare tyre, which is actually a full-size spare tyre. Very nice. I'll give you a better look in a moment, just want to just close this. I'm going to open from the back, get a different angle. So, metal, obviously. Handles feel very solid, so they don't feel cheap. Also, it locks really well. It's not like sometimes the tracks you have to slam it a few times, but here it's actually quite solid, which is also really good. Show you the rear end. You can see the tail lights, quite large. My hand here, you can see, makes my hand look really small. Toyota HIACE. Got a rear backup camera, as you can see. You have 4 parking sensors integrated into the rear bumper there. I did mention it has a full-size spare tyre. You can see just there, and a single exhaust. Suspension is leaf spring suspension, as you can see. You also have appears to be a solid sort of rear axle. Normally people say that having a spring and actually have solid rear axle is actually good for when you're carrying heavier loads. Just trying to find a rear tail. Oh, they got tailpipes right there. It's easier when you're better for carrying large loads. That's what they're for. Show you the space inside. Massive tailgate. Got some corkboard, I believe, here, so for extra padding. You have the screw to remove the spare tyre. You've got some more padding here. For extra grip. Got some hooks here. Another one there. There are about 6 of them, and access to your fuel tank there. Got some illumination. Very nice. Oh, Jesus, it's huge. Whoa. That was a massive thud. Show you the interior. You can see you got the same handles you get on the Camry and the new Corolla. Feels quite solid. It's the interior. I know the chimes have been annoying, but you got some more of that hard plastic here. Gives you a better grip. It's also rubber here, so it's great if you got muddy boots and whatnot. Let's jump in. Here's the interior on the all-new HIACE. Looks much more updated, much more premium looking. Towards the front, you got your gauges. Let's open this for a second. Got a little animation of the van, which is quite nice. You got a rev counter towards the left with your fuel temperature gauge, and towards the right, you've got a speedo and fuel gauge. Pretty standard. Got a leather wrap steering wheel, which is really cool for a base model. You got a leather wrap steering wheel. Feels very premium in close to having those rubber steering wheels you get on most vans, so it's actually pretty nice. It's also got some really nice black stitching, you can see here. Very nice. Really good bolstering too. How cool is that for a van? Something you don't see every day. Towards the left, you got your wiper controls and your headlight and indicator controls to the right. You can see they feel very solid. It's doing that purposely, as you know, because get your idea of build quality. Your controls, so C3 stations, hands-free telephone, controls for your volume controls, you can see. Very premium. And you've got this really nice sort of chrome sort of trim here, which is actually really neat. So it's kind of very premium for a van, which is kind of interesting. Sorry, that's the C3 stations. What's that? Let's skip your tracks maybe. Lane departure warning, cruise control, all that. It's much more updated, so it's got all the latest tech now, which is a massive update for the HIACE. Hard plastics, obviously, which is totally fine because it's a van, so you need something sturdy. You got a lot of cup holders, I noticed, so they're great for coffee, stuff like that. Also here too, got a big glove box here, which is actually, I can chuck the whole bottle. Oops, sorry, that was not supposed to drop in, but you can see like it's quite deep, so you can put easily like a sandwich or something like that. 12-volt power outlet, so you can charge your smartphone. You've got some more on the side, some more storage. You can fit big bottles here. More storage here. Got a bit of a bulge here, but all these switches all here feel very premium. Whoop, premium feeling. Six-speed manual. Very nice rubber. Let's turn the key for a minute and I'll show you the UI. Toyota. Navigation. You can see it's quite relatively responsive. It's quite good. Phone. Yep, you got phone. Audio, show you the stereo. Really important. FM, DAB, digital radio as well.
I don't care what you say.
So you can see the audio quality is pretty good. I'm just doing that purposely because I don't want to get flagged for copyright.
So we should be sexual.
It's really good stereo. Station lists. You can, yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, fits.
I don't know if you got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. That I'm not too sure about that, but that probably will be a feature I'll be adding on a little bit later. Standard air conditioning, fan speeds, hot, cold. So you can see.
It's a HIACE.
So you can see there's you got the sort of textured sort of finish over here. So you can see when I do this, got some resistance, which feels really good. Also easy to grip. Sorry about that. Very nice. You turn off your stop-start system, stability control, IDOP to warm up the engine before you start, say on a cold day. Got some storage here. Not really sure for exactly what for. Show the spec sheet. So, long wheelbase, manual, French vanilla, not vanilla. So, yeah. So the retail price is 46,000. 40. Pretty cool. So here you go. You got cloth seats. Very nice. You can see the pattern here. All good. Good padding. It actually feels very supportive. It's not like flat like the other ones, or like all the HIACEs or vans in particular. So it feels really nice. Quite like that. You got no vanity mirror, but you got a big sun visor here. You got another one over here. You got a sunglass holder, which is quite useful. Got interior illumination. I'm probably more impressed about the build quality, like the fact that it feels really premium, not like really cheap feeling, which is really impressive, especially for a van. It feels very solid. That's like what really got me in particular. Got a bunch of blank buttons, and obviously I think when you move up in the range you'll get more features. But yeah, very nice. And got more small rubber padding here. It's probably good for putting a massive toolbox or those sorts of things. Show you the door cards. Material. Manual seat. Very good padding. Show you the bonnets. I think they'll be. Well, this is a lot harder than I thought. There we go. Sorry. So there's the engine, the 2.8 litre diesel. I did mention this van is built in Japan, so it's also really nice. Simple layouts. So my camera had trouble focusing just then. It's kind of more buried in here, so it's a bit hard to actually have a proper look at it, but yeah, cool stuff. It's gonna be a bit messy. Oops, sorry. Well guys, that's my little walk around on the all-new Toyota HIACE. Sorry for the interruptions during the video, it's quite busy, so I do apologize. This van is for sale at Frenchy Gully Toyota. I'll leave the description in the details below if you are interested in purchasing this van. Again, sorry for the mistakes during the video, and feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Cheers.